Hey everybody, we're back with more Path of Exile. This is Way to Fail, and today we are going to be taking our Anarchy Ranger to the crossroads and then eventually trying to sort of knock out these areas. We have a bandit to the northeast, we have a fun little place to explore down here, and then we can go and try and complete the Intruders in Black, which is a, I don't want to say a super tough quest, but one that I do. So let's get started as we go through the crossroads here. As someone says, shut up noob, because I have chat back on. Now right now I'm getting accosted by a bunch of chaos resistant people, but fortunately I have some lightning arrows that can clear them out. I also have fire traps that can clear them out too. So all in all, pretty good stuff. I did manage to get some bigger flasks. But I think one of my goals here is really to try not to worry so much about stopping and killing everything, because you don't really have to do that to progress. There's some areas that are more efficient than others for leveling. Although it is pretty good just to pick up things like a portal scroll from time to time. You don't want to have nothing. Yeah, we're going to be going for the bandit first. And this will be the other bandit that we want to kill. But we got to find him or her, it. Probably a he. So we're just staying on the road for now. More chaos resistant people, and I feel like I'm about to get swarmed, but this isn't hardcore, so if I die it's just gonna be a little bit of a run. Nothing too terrible. So that's a lot of people that want to give me a hug though. So there we go, I'm level 21. And I'm still kind of at a point where I'm like, well, what exactly do I want to do with my skill build? Oh, chromatic orb, nice. And a portal scroll on top of that. I guess where I do wonder is, do I want to go blood magic or not? Which, for those of you unfamiliar with this game, blood magic is a, essentially, it's a keystone node which will really sort of influence how you make your build. Biggest thing to know about blood magic is you have no more mana, instead you use life. And you kind of have to plan your gear around it, plan your equipment around it. So I don't have, let's see, that composite bow. Decent. Seen worse. So let's see, lots of places to level up. It's just something to think about because I can probably be pretty sustainable if I use blood magic. I just gotta watch my health. But there are plenty of life nodes out there and I've already gotten a few of them. So it is something that's on the cards. Here's scrolls, always want to pick those up. Just gonna run and see how long we can make these people run through poison clouds or something. So obviously there's a bandit camp around here somewhere. We know that from the area, which this is a level 21 area. The levels in these zones ramp up pretty quickly, which is one reason you kind of see me taking the long way around. Though another update, I did also take my first steps into Onslaught. I kind of wanted to see how that would go. So I could possibly, okay, I don't need to fight you, Crystal Ship, you'll take forever to kill. Yeah. Though it wouldn't be terrible. I am cornered, so let's see here. Can I hurt you? Yes, I can. But you're gonna run over me just a little bit. So I don't need to kill you, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna focus you down with traps and arrows. And hope for the best. Because he resists lightning, yet I'm hitting him with lightning anyway. But he doesn't hit me particularly hard. So that's a plus. Unfortunately, I'm going to be mana starved here if I'm not careful. So yeah, I may be able to take him out. Because my fire arrows are hitting pretty hard. Right now I have nothing supporting them. So let's see here, that was kind of a waste. So okay, let's go ahead and put our skill point in. You can see I got perfect aim. I got that from my quest skill quest. But I'm going to stop my trekking in here for now because there's a few things I want over on this end. Specifically, I want to go for diamond flesh for elemental resistances. And eventually I'm going to be working my way to blood magic. But I probably won't hit it until I get some other things. I could get Golem's blood, which would be very nice. So that I could grab beef and wisdom of the glade, which is good just to have strength and intelligence sometimes anyway. And Deadeye is also very nice to have, along with better accuracy. So there's a lot of good nodes around here, but we're going to start over here because that's kind of a big intersection. I could try and go for 4. I don't know why I say burr. Could try and go for some frenzy charges early. But we'll have a few opportunities for that. So let's see, soften you up with poison. Hello, big creatures. Welcome to the broken bridge. Which, if I had to guess, I've probably been doing this wrong the whole time, and our friend the rogue camp is probably at the very end of this road, on the road. So let's see, we got people all around us now. They all just want to be our BFF forever. Love you, mean it. Let's see, that lightning is just devastating because it bounces and then it bounces again. So uses Enduring Cry, and they have additional life. Sheet. So that's not good. But there's our waypoint. Yay! So now we can play that game. So let's see here. Do we have a rogue camp? It looks like we have rogue tents. Probably should have jumped into that happy little waypoint just to at least refill my mana. But I should get enough charges from killing some of these guys here momentarily. So let's see here. Yeah, lots of dead people. Just all around, I am not a chick you want to mess with. But this looks like a dead end, so we're gonna have to go just around. Do 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 do. So just going around what feels like the edge of the zone. Orb of Alteration, not bad. Don't know why I did that, but... So yeah, we're gonna go around every little square inch of the zone, it feels like, until we hit the one area where the thing isn't. Okay, well we have actually... I had already ran into a side zone here that I did not realize I'd hit. So this is the camp. It was already on the map. And now we have Cradlin. Let's go ahead and actually, because I'm going to have to be full up anyway, let's go ahead and port, just so I have all my life. Because we're going to have to fight you guys off momentarily. Resist
Heard
cold.
you pulled a weed out of my garden. The Alira thistle.
Yay.
Handy work, that. Now there's a tree needs chopping down too.
Oh, can he's blocking my sun. What's in for you? The amulet's oak and Illyria's next. Want mine here. The power of them is beyond reckoning. Blah blah blah. If I help him get 8 to resist elements, we are going to kill Caitlin. Yay. And he locks the door. Smart move. So it's a little crowded in here. But I should be able to poison these guys, and it looks like he's gonna just blink on me. So I'm gonna have to tank this just a little bit. As much as I want to not tank you. This is where a bear trap would actually be really nice, but I just don't have it. So it looks like we're going to single target you. Keep you in happy little poison clouds. Don't tell me I'm not going to have enough stuff to actually kill you. That would be a little funny and a little sad. So I need to get my fire trap on. And I don't know why he just ran, but guess to do that. I may be able to get him here. It's going to be closer than I was expecting, but just run into my traps. There we go.
My mana is gone.
Yay, and we did it. He's dead. So that's another bandit
King of
gone.
rats. A feast for rats now.
And then more unidentified rares, which if we do get a full... Oh, let's go over wisdom as well. Yay, so if we get a full set of rares... I forget what it was, 5 unidentified rares get you something. Having a full armor set of rares gets you another fun consolation prize as well. So what's the first thing we're going to do? We're going to just walk it back to town. So we have a lot of people here who apparently want to play nice with us. I guess followed us around just a little bit. So just take them out. And yeah, we'll side with the other bandit and get ourselves some sweet, sweet health. Just back to the waypoint. No rogue exiles here as far as I can tell. Even though they're supposedly roaming. So, we forced encampment. A little bit of lag. Don't know why. Yeah, we do have a little bit of a rare stash. I'm not entirely sure what selling 5 unidentified things will get us. Let's see if it gets us anything right now. Probably not.
Hello.
Sell items 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rares. Nothing. Alright, so it's not that easy. And while we're at it, I can't put up some of the quest items right now, I don't think. Nope. So we're stuck with these. We're stuck with the spike. But we're going to go ahead and go to the next area on our list, which is down here. See, we gotta get these side areas are tough. But going on the main quest line with these branching paths gets tough too. So next zone, Fell Shrine Ruins. Everybody loves the ruins. Because what do you get just after this area? Another happy little dungeonish type thing. So there we go, lots of skeletal archers. Here we go with the angry undead. And a bunch of stuff coming at me. I just picked up a useless stone hammer. So we're going to get crowded pretty quick. We're just going to follow this path. No need to stray too much. Notice this is only a level 18 area. I guess you could say it's not awful for maybe farming, but considering where our level is right now, we can probably do better. So picking up more things I don't need. Is that what I'm looking for? Yeah, I think so. So through the archway, and I guess we just ran back to the road. Just gonna take some guys down. Just try and keep this simple. I don't need to talk through every little thing.
My mana is gone.
It'd be nice to take you all out and get some experience. So what do we got? Fell Shrine Ruins. Tribal Circlet. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. It's like these structures just pop into the map like, oh yeah, you knew this was here the whole time. Let's chart it for you. So Iron Scale Gauntlets, I do gotta start paying attention because I can be crafting or trying to find good drops as I level. But where are we going to go? We are going to go down into the church dungeon. Yay, and what level in Pray Tell? Only level 21, and we get another waypoint. So church dungeon, good. Let's see what we can find down here. I promise you it's going to feel like a lot of undead. Actually, this does remind me a little bit of Diablo 3, and I don't mean the crappy Diablo 3, I mean the opening part of the game, which actually holds itself together pretty decently, at least when you're first exploring the dungeons and it's all brand spanking new. So we got some bad things over there. These guys resist electric as usual. But the poison, fortunately, does ignore their energy shield, so these guys are squishier than they otherwise would be. Turquoise amulet, that's interesting. So yeah, these guys kind of ouchie me quite a bit. And I ran out of traps at just the wrong time. So sarcophagus. Actually, this reminds me, well, I guess it should remind me of the cathedral in Diablo 2 because we are in a church. So if it didn't, that might be more of a problem. Let's hear lightning arrow, do it. I know they resist elemental damage, but we gotta do something. Fork's ready to level. And I think I just hit a dead end right there. Of course I did. This is where we want to go. Once again, it's just so satisfying to see the lightning bouncing everywhere. Would help if I actually watched my mana. Leather hood. Okay, so I have a confession to make. I have never gotten a unique in Path of Exile. I'm not like hardcore at this. I picked it up, played it, and dropped it down, so I don't know what this is, but I'm getting shot by somebody who's trying to ruin the moment. So, hooray, it actually looks like something I can use. And it probably, if this is happening, it looks like somebody's probably raising the dead. So let's just identify this real quick. Yay, level 1 to fire gems, level 1 to cold gems, increase evasion rating. So that's good. Leather hood. Lots of good stuff in it. And it's actually something that I can use right now as well. Because while that one's good and I get a plus 11 to maximum life, the one downside is that one, it does reduce my resistances. But I can put, say, my fire trap gem in there and make that a much more effective item. So as soon as I kind of get to a stopping point, just go ahead and switch. Put burning arrow down somewhere. Fire trap, there we go, in here. So fire trap, switch you in. Burning arrow, drop you back in. So, yay! Plus 1 to fire gems. I'm going to say that counts as a fire gem because it says fire. So it's plus 1 level from socket, so now it's way more effective. And you want to try and do that with your skills when you can. It really helps while leveling. I'd love to get a bow that I could put my forked poison arrow in. Let's see here. So does that do more damage? Oh, yes it does. Oh, that is super effective. Like, yeah, that's just... my fire trap's going to start tearing through things now. So that's a great get. So it's kind of funny in a way because I've owned Path of Exile, well, as owned as you can a free-to-play game. I've been playing Path of Exile off and on for a while, and I've actually never gotten a unique to drop. Which I guess says a little bit about my gaming habits. Granted, remember what I said about that, and I promise this isn't going to be a commentary of, oh, I used to play Diablo 2 as well, or Diablo 3, but to be honest, I never actually got a unique in Diablo 3 either. So here we go, lots of lightning strikes. Looks like his buddies can't die, so we're just gonna have to hope we can kill the spider here in a moment and make everybody else happy. So there we go, trap you, you're gonna die anytime now, there we go. So we got another level that we'll get momentarily. Yeah, now notice I'm using Fire Trap a lot more, and it is really eating through my enemies quite a bit. Except for the guys that resist fire. I just want to see if I can gather some people up. And make this work. So these guys resist lightning. That is a ton of spiders. I mean, I have some pretty good history with spiders, I think, especially when these guys are just running. And yes, I know they're lightning resistant, and for some reason I'm shooting lightning at them anyway.
My mana is
Whatever. So we are just clearing house. That's always a comforting feeling, knowing that you have a ton of spiders crawling out all over you. And look, there's explicit language in chat. That's Path of Exile. Rated E for everybody. Shut the bleep up. Don't even know why I bleep myself there. It's not like anyone's gonna be super offended. Especially if they've heard me commentate things in the past. It does look like we do have some pretty basic areas to go. Lightning arrow levels up. Yay. Pretty straightforward. And there is a lot more spiders. Okay, we're surrounded, and this is where getting that unique is really saving the day here, because I have so much damage over time now. So I don't know if that's something that I'm going to be able to hold on to for a while. But that +1 gem is going to be good. Good and useful. And it helps that it has a green socket too. Alright, so where else can we go? We have a lot of people pursuing us. I know there's probably some lower level kind of junk that we can do downstairs. And I keep throwing traps like they're out of style. So anything up here, just sarcophagus with a battered foil and a rawhide tower shield up there, so good for that. Not that I really need too much, but rares are good. So very crowded in here. But I should be able to make work of that pretty easily. In fact, I'm still doing a pretty good job of just flying through my mana. So let's see here. It looks like the only area we have to go, at least from where we went before, is back across the whole juncture. And I don't know if that made any sense. It made sense in my mind, but we gotta go to that door. And down here. And if this is such a wonderful church, why are there so many spiders? It's kind of like when I play Dark Souls and I'm like, I'm in the undead parish. Why is it, well, there's so many undead, but why are there gargoyles trying to tickle me? So, we're at a brief stop here. We're gonna, like I said, I'm gonna go for this first, and actually, I think I will go through Savagery to get to it. It's gonna take a few more levels, but I do want a little bit of Frenzy. I mean, if I really hate it, I can always regret it later. Because, yeah, we can go down there. We're gonna have to go this way to get to... I'm losing my brain all of a sudden. We're gonna have to go that way anyway to get the whole Blood Mage lightning arrow thing. So you all have all your shields, you regenerate life, you resist cold. You just are out to win my heart today. Allies have energy shield. So yeah, walk over my trap again. One more time. So So yeah, see the lightning trap, just having that is making a world of difference in terms of speed. So maybe the series will pick up a little bit. And that's kind of one of the complaints I've heard about Path of Exile, which is that it starts slow. You don't feel like a badass the moment you start playing, which is what so many games do nowadays. They just make things feel really good from the get-go. But I can appreciate the fact that this has to ramp up quite a bit. And once you do start getting things like gyms like this, you can really start clearing areas and things start to look really cool. So I appreciate that. Just gotta make my way around. Oh, that's more spiders.
My mana is gone.
Whew. So more here. Rogue Exiles can come here, but it doesn't look like we're going to be getting any unless we get very suddenly. I'll call it lucky, unless we get lucky. I mean, I have heard of a few people in some other part of Act 2 like running into a Rogue Exile that summons a bunch of undead, and that would just make my day. Oh well, there we go. So you resist elemental damage but not chaos damage apparently, unless chaos is an element. So we just gotta watch our mana here. Gotta get more traps up. Just all kinds of... Okay, is that more skeletal archers that are actually trying to hurt me? We got all kinds of spiders now. I gotta be careful here, I'm actually kind of cornering myself. Alright, so I think that was kind of a weird choke, but we're gonna make it. So bye bye spiders. Heavy quiver adds 1 to 4 physical damage. Not bad at all. Yeah, I don't know why. It's like more flame bishops with elemental resistance. I think killing you almost, I feel like, it's a chain non-stop. Unless I am about to run into a Rogue Exile that summons undead all the time, like he or she owns the place. So a little bit of a scroll. A little bit of a stroll around this part of the church. Let's see what we can see. Okay, so there's a defiler, so we do have some enemies in here that will revive the undead. And we have a Thunder Bishop. I know if I were any kind of bishop, I'd want to be a Thunder Bishop. Not that clever. It's late at night, I guess. And I'm not... I know there's a lot of people out there that have a lot of funny jokes and get a lot of people with their sense of humor. I think I could do that on some days. I like to think of myself that at parties I redeem myself by occasionally saying something that's funny enough to get people's attention, and then I fake it from there. Which, of course, my cover's totally blown when I say the same thing like 7 times. And yet you're still listening to me, which I do appreciate. I do run kind of a variety of series with different games here. And I've debated doing, like, jumping into Twitch, doing some kind of streaming. To be honest, I have no experience with it, and I don't have the best computer for it either. It's something that I can do, but my connection's okay, not great. And unfortunately, Time Warner cable throttles the crap out of my connection. So where am I supposed to go? Okay, we're gonna jump through here and circle back in the middle. Yeah, I mean, I have a good connection, but not an ideal connection. I have an i3 in my computer instead of an i5. And probably worst of all, I play my games in a in what's essentially my house's junk room. So where you see a bunch of other streamers are like, oh, they have a nice white wall behind them, or oh, their place looks pristine. Nope, not for me. My place is well, it's where the dogs sleep. That's where I get to work on the computer, play games when I'm able to, otherwise work on my job when I'm able to work out of the house, which is nice to have that flexibility. But I don't know if you want to see a webcam of, oh god, I haven't taken a shower this morning. So I think we are going to eventually find what we're looking for. Just a little bit more exploring of a video, but I don't mind taking my time through this. I hope you all don't mind either. Because like I said, I've been through some of Path of Exile. I haven't been through all of it, and that's mainly because I've kept playing hardcore characters and dying. So this will be a good experience just to even... This is what I was looking for. I'm sure of it. Yep, there we go. This is who we want to fight, and unfortunately I'm not starting out too well. But fortunately, Adofi here is going to give me plenty of things to kill. And by doing that and not getting myself surrounded, which is always an important thing to try to do, because I have so many things that I can kill, I'm going to be able to recover some mana. Yeah, this is why we go to the church. For this guy specifically. So hopefully he's not going to hurt me too bad. So that's your one blacksmith's whetstone. We're wearing him down. I just walked in my trap, thank you. Resistant to lightning, of course, so is everybody. He's cursing the crap out of me because, of course, that's what good priests do. They curse me. So he's dead.
My mana is gone.
Yay, do I get anything for that? Maybe. We get to start by killing this guy. So blacksmith's whetstone, blacksmith, scroll of wisdom, rapier, tunic. What tunic am I wearing right now? Because that may be... Well, it's linked. So what I have's superior. Large mana flask is going to be a little small.
That would only slow me down.
Let's see, what did I've probably accidentally picked up some items. I don't need it all. Horror hood. Don't need a court scepter. Probably don't need a padded jacket. Turquoise amulet's interesting. Probably better than what I'm wearing right now, so we'll go ahead and switch that out. I know the life regen's pretty nice. Rusted spike don't need. Iron scale boots, stone hammer. So yeah, I have randomly picked up some bad things. Or some, not some bad things, but some things that don't particularly help me. But I am trying to look out for some good socketed items. Like if that buckskin tunic was socketed, I could use it. Yeah, there, and we have a passive skill point available. So we'll just move this way. It's going through the tree, and we get to the altar, who gets a golden hand. An open palm, reigned in peace, cut down by the savages of war. Bring it to Yena. So we're going to go ahead and take care of that, and we're going to call this a video. So that's cool. I got my first unique, the Heart Shiver. Pretty nice one to get, works with my character very well, so that's lucky. And because I actually have never, once again, I can't actually trade with people yet, so that's another reason to do this ability, because they recently patched in a big deterrent for botting or trading. So there we go. You're a Dream Tender. There we go. You bring us something good. And we get 2 passive respect points. So that's the Book of Regret. And what that means is that if I can get to my skill tree, which I always get to on the first go, is that if I change my mind about something, I can actually use this, and it's just like having 2 Orbs of Regret, and these are passive respect points, so I can refund the passives at any time I want to. So there we go. I'm way to fail. This is Path of Exile, and next time we're going to be going into the Chamber of Sin. So I hope you all enjoyed it. Take care.